Mr. Prasad, how do you see this? Do you think this will even bear any fruit? I know that it is to, have a leader like her. She's a polyglot. She has the pedigree. She was, she grew up in the lap of politics. But do you think that, does she have it in her? Because I think somehow that the BJP needs the regional party like TDP to hang on to the TDP to get somehow an entry. As of now, they have no presence in the south of India, where you and I come from. So do you think she'll be able to do it, Mr. Prasad?
Good evening, everybody, and good evening to News9. Anyway, the personal stability is something different in political national party leading. As far as BJP presence in Andhra Pradesh is concerned, it is zero, and it is decreasing like minus zeros. And the ability, and at present, the change of respective party presidents in various segments in the election year, which sounds, as far as Andhra Pradesh and Telangana is concerned, something different. Because the central BJP, how they are aligning with YSRCP and the necessity of Jagan Mohan Reddy in the futuristic elections and coming into the existing Rajya Sabha situations are concerned, they're totally banking on Jagan Mohan Reddy as far as this UCC bill is concerned, for which without the Jagan Mohan Reddy's presence, which is impossible to next, even though they can capable of managing the show in Rajya Sabha. But as far as the physical count of YSRCP is concerned, which is quite high. And during this past, the presence alliance with Janasena party is concerned, they're already in their own caste segment. They formed 4 groups. One is Arram Jogega, Mudragada, and as well as Pawan Kalyan. Apart from all that, being a party president, even Somvira itself is the same segment. So instead of having 4 pockets, let's address a BJP coalition with respect to Janasena. Instead of having a what do you call the caste equations, better have a different caste. Quite unfortunately, the rivalry between Chaudharis and as well as the Kapu Samajika Vargams are concerned in Andhra Pradesh. These 2 castes are never aligned in Ubay Godavari Jilla, and altogether, if they go ahead with the same scenario to share the most vote bank, which is quite impossible under the shade of Purandeswari.
Right.
Because
yeah, let me come back to you. Sham Prasad Meka. Sham, I want to ask you that, it is actually, you scratch my back and I will scratch. It seems like a last resort, as it were, because, you look at the TDP, it is actually almost in oblivion, as it were, disintegrated. I remember the 80s, when I was a young person, where this was really at the top, one would follow. I still remember every little thing. But the point is, today it's on the verge of disintegrating. You look at the BJP, hardly any presence it has. Now, Pawan Kalyan has also been, sending olive branches. He goes on Padayatras, but then he again eclipses. No one knows. Don't you think these 3 entities are desperately looking to come together to somehow coalesce, like some kind of a unit we should be?
Okay, first of all, let's not forget niceties. Okay, I congratulate Ms. Purandeswari for being the president of BJP and also their party. That yeah, so they made some new decision and they're okay. Coming to the actual question you are asking, see, these are all overhyped personalities. Let me tell you, Ms. Purandeswari is not some sort of a grassroots leader who can command bunch of people, except to Tom her father's name again and again. And she's not some sort of a great political leader as well. She was a minister in the UPA government until 2014.
Right.
And fought the 2014 election on a BJP ticket. What kind of leaders these are? These people are forced into the consciousness of the normal voters as if they are some God-sent messiahs. No, they're not. They are simply very clearly self-serving. Their whatever resources they have, they use it for their self-serving purposes, and they just use their contacts. And the political parties who are sitting in Delhi, they think these are some very big leaders and use their names. That is what is happening. Okay, as it is, BJP is a non-player in Andhra Pradesh anyway. So it doesn't matter. It's not even It's not even there in the agenda of the political discourse in Andhra Pradesh. Oh, Purandeswari came, something is going to, nothing is going to happen.
All right.
Is she going to bring some 2 votes? When she lost the election after serving as a union minister in 2014 on a different party ticket, she failed to secure even 20,000 votes in a parliamentary constituency. What kind of leaders are these? What are we fooling around with?
Right. I've never heard such strong words from you, Sham, I must say, and very well put. You've put your point very, very clearly. Let me go to Sai Shekhar. Sai Shekhar, I'm going to take from where Sham Prasad Meka left. Now, what we've been reading is that the kind of change they made in Telangana, you were on the show, we spoke about it. Yesterday, Bandi gone, Kishan in. Here, they are saying Purandeswari has, first of all, the BJP wants to really, take advantage of NTR'S kind of popularity and larger than life personality. They want to revive it. They said that time is that when you want to revive it, there is no other leader like NTR left there. Number two, they feel that she's got a pan-Indian presence. She was in charge of Chhattisgarh, as we well know. She speaks several languages. She was called Sushma Swaraj of the South, which I resent. What is this of the South? I mean, we are better here. So anyway, so apparently because she speaks Tamil, Telugu, French, Hindi, Urdu, all that. And but the point is that, do you agree with Sham Prasad Meka that going by her past performances, she's not someone that who can really, move the needle? Or you think, no, she does have the ability to bring Pawan and Babu under the same roof and see that they ink a deal?
First of all, before I respond to your question, let me correct you for saying that NTR has 2 daughters and Purandeswari is the eldest and Dr. Venkateshwara is the eldest son-in-law. No, NTR has 4 daughters. The oldest one is a gynecologist and the second one is Purandeswari. Third one is Bhuvaneshwari, the wife of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. And the fourth one last year has unfortunately committed suicide, but he has 4 daughters and 4 sons-in-law.
Thank you so much, Sai Shekhar, but the focus is only on 2 and therefore the graphics team we put on
Okay, I get what you are saying.
Thank you, Sai.
And now coming to the question, can Purandeswari actually move the needle? She has to levitate the party from a shambles. This party, which is BJP, which has contested on its own without any alliance in 2019 in Andhra Pradesh, secured 0.96% of votes.
Right.
And Nota got 1.5% vote. Okay. So this party is 0.6% away from Nota. This is point number 1. And desperately looking for alliances. I am not sure whether BJP is desperate to ally with the TDP, and they are saying that Janasena is their partner, and Janasena is actually an extension counter of TDP. I have no qualms in saying that, and Pawan Kalyan has always been servile to Chandrababu Naidu, and his incoherent statements from earlier from election to election, and now from day to day during his current campaign have successfully portrayed him to be very unstable politically. I don't want to talk about his personality or anything else. If BJP wants to align with him, he brings the critical mass, as in the number of people attending his public meetings, and the kind of youths who rally behind him are huge. But Purandeswari per se, I don't disagree with Mr. Meka when he said, when he forcefully said that, all these politicians are, they try to curry favor of the situation, and up to 2014 she was a minister in UPA government, and immediately she crossed the floor and turned a political turncoat and contested from Rajampet Lok Sabha seat, where she did not, save her deposit. So, personally, I know Ms. Purandeswari and Dr. Venkateshwara, and they are very nice couple and a nice human beings. But then when it comes to politics, I'm not very sure whether she would be willing to align with her brother-in-law, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu.
That's the question.
Chandrababu Naidu's media, Chandrababu Naidu is maintaining certain media houses which are very large, and this is known to everyone. And those media houses, especially one particular newspaper and a news channel, they keep on propping up the idea of BJP, TDP, and Janasena getting together, aligning together
but
to
then,
fight Jagan Mohan Reddy.
He's been seen with Amit Shah, no? I mean, it's not just that media. We also saw Jagan has met with Amit Shah in Delhi. We've seen it. The thing is, you and I, as journalists, we will know why are they meeting. They will not meet the way we both will meet for coffee.
Andhra Pradesh has a very peculiar situation, Sudha. Andhra Pradesh has a very peculiar situation. Unlike other states, Andhra Pradesh, the ruling party is with the BJP. The main opposition is with the BJP. Main opposition's extension counter, Janasena, is also with the BJP.
Extension counter? That's so mean, Sai,
No, it is. Actually, it is. Because, Pawan Kalyan's frequent meetings with Chandrababu Naidu and each other singing pants to each other. And, earlier you used a phrase, you scratch my back and I scratch your back. So, they have been engaged in that business for quite some time.
All right.
And Pawan Kalyan does not take any decision without the clearance from Mr. Naidu. This is
so all this is, all this is being done for the elections. Obviously, it's not like they are friends. Purandeswari, she's been made, she's going to helm the affairs in Andhra Pradesh, mainly to look at two elections that the state are facing, Assembly and also General. Let me go to Mr. Prasad. Mr. Prasad, you've heard the opening comments of all, and all of them are very, very hardcore political animals, as it were. I want to ask you very point blank. We've seen what's happened in Maharashtra, right? And everyone and his father has said it's because of the agencies, the scare of the ED, this is why it's being done. Do you think also that it is bit of a same situation repeating in Andhra Pradesh, that, Babu particularly is very scared of all these cases, and therefore, after all that, he had an alliance with the NDA, I am not refuting that, but after that, lot of water has flown under the Godavari, as it were. Do you think it's also the scare and the paranoia of the agencies that is making Babu to say, okay, do it, let's sign the deal?
No, what you said was, I have to accept it, because the ability and as far as fighting spirit is concerned, which is totally gone in vain. And when it comes to in the political area, all the three parties, other than YSRCP, is not showing direct contention. Other than YSRCP, everybody is showing willingness to join with BJP. I don't know on what reason it is. And what is the purpose of 1.5 years fight as Dharampur or Diksha as far as Telugu is concerned? And the way he has told about the Tirupati Laddus, the way he has portrayed Pawan Kalyan is concerned, smartly aligned with BJP, and the Dharma Porata Diksha for TDP has gone in wine. And coming into this, there is a cases. The person who is really in cases in ED and the CBI charge sheets have been properly filed against Jagan Mohan Reddy. He doesn't even bother for anything. He's smartly doing his own job. But other than this, as far as TDP is concerned, and on what reason they have been stalling themselves to fight and at least give a word against BJP. And the previous Mahanadu itself, they categorically said, irrespective of any circumstances, we definitely give our consent to BJP and will support BJP. And before that, all the Rajya Sabha MPs smartly joined in BJP. And what reason and what purpose, nobody knows it. The party itself is merged with BJP. Now coming into this recent past elections, 2024, we're all anticipating. The fighting spirit of TDP has gone into wine. And all of a sudden, they want to immerse themselves by using this Purandeswari madam as a BJP's president. Now, as Sagar said, that there are a couple of channels who are so aligned with TDP. They're expressing their things. As a matter of fact, now the party is very much open, and now these two parties can align, and they'll have a hand in glove with BJP.
Yeah, Mr. Prasad, there is some problem with your audio, sir. I mean, can I request you to correct your audio? Mr. Prasad, thank you so much. I'll come back to you. Shyam Prasad Meka, tell me something, even if this happens hypothetically, because we are hearing strong rumors. I mean, sources are telling us, and our sources do not rumor monger, but the BJP will go with the TDP and Pawan Kalyan Garu. These three people will sit across the table. First of all, tell me true? Do you agree or you disagree that this is going to happen?
Let me see it from different perspectives. If I look from Chandrababu's perspective, he would not leave any stone unturned. He can go to any lengths. He will align with anybody.
Okay.
People might say Purandeswari and he doesn't enjoy a very good relation.
They don't.
Forget about all. Forget about all of that. Chandrababu can go and mend relations with anybody if there is political benefit.
Absolutely.
There is no question
I mean,
about
there is one Nitish
Okay.
Kumar in the north
No.
also, sir. He's a
Correct.
master of this game. So
Correct.
Babu is a novice here. He's late to the party. Nitish is doing this party for the longest time. So I'm asking you, even if that happens, what happens to CAA, NRC? Babu has gone on and on speaking about it. You know, of course, Uniform Civil Code. But I'm saying that before they even, or you think, Sham, that, you know, when all this does not matter, Sudha, what matters is how the seat distribution happens. Do you think that is what they'll be focused on?
No. I don't think any alliance will change the ground reality in Andhra Pradesh. Very simple. People are overestimating even Pawan Kalyan also. He has a large support, vociferous support, committed support, no question about it. But having a bunch of people, some 2 lakh, 3 lakh people across the entire state doesn't serve you any purpose. He's like an idealistic 19-year-old or 18-year-old intermediate second year guy. He doesn't have any brains or aptitude to understand the politics, leave alone trying to play politics with large masses. He can't. So the battle is really between Jagan Mohan Reddy's YSRCP and Chandrababu Naidu's TDP. That's the battle. How they are going to use others who are the fringe players is up to both of them. Rather than any of these tails wagging the dog. No, dogs will wag the tail.